guys, welcome to Cake It Special with me, Lauren. This week I'm going to be showing you how I made sprinkles from fondant. I went with rainbow and unicorn, but there are so many different things you could try with these. So I'm going to be starting with rainbow, so here we go. I start by dyeing my fondant the colours of the rainbow and rolling out a bit of each into a long thin cord. So once you've got all your cords, I'm going to roll them all together to make one long thin cord. You still want all the colours to be present, so don't go crazy when combining them together. I just twist and roll until I have one long thin pretty cord. I'm then going to cut them into smaller sections and bend them into a little tiny rainbow. Once you've done that, you can leave them aside to dry. I then take more of my individual coloured fondant and make little beads with each. I also do some white ones for little tiny clouds. Next I get my fondant extruder and extrude all the colours into super thin strands and cut them into tiny pieces. Top tip, mix some shortening into your fondant before you put it in your extruder. This makes it much softer and much less likely to break. Once you've done all that, you can put them all aside to dry. I would recommend leaving them for at least a few days to make sure they're completely dry. Otherwise you're going to put them in their containers and they're all just going to mush together. You're just going to get one pretty chunk. So that's the rainbow ones done. Onto the unicorn. I do the unicorn ones a little different. I start by rolling out a sheet of light pink fondant and use a plunger cutter to make tiny hearts. I also use yellow fondant and a different plunger cutter to make little stars. I also make little unicorn horns. I do this by taking two long, thin teardrop shapes and twisting them together and then cut the bigger end flat. Next I take my light pink fondant and some light blue fondant and I marble them together before putting them in my fondant extruder. Of course again making sure you're needing some shortening. And then cut them into tiny pieces. I also take some more of that marbled fondant and I make little tiny beads. And there's the unicorn sprinkles. Which do you prefer? Let me know. So I want to know, guys, are you going to have a go at making these? And if you do, which one? Or are you going to try and make your own blend, or what theme are you going to go with? So that's it for this week. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to this channel. I bring you a new cake or cake topper every single Wednesday at 5 PM GMT. So I hope to see you next week. Thanks guys, bye!